Hey, it's Tom from WPWithTom.com, and in this video I'll show you how to make a website for free with Brizy. So before we dive in, I just wanted to say that if you want to support my channel and try Brizy Cloud for yourself, you can go to WPWithTom.com/Brizy. I also wanted to quickly tell you about Brizy Cloud before we dive in, and Brizy Cloud is the first free cloud CMS in the world. So blogging, custom fields, similar to advanced custom fields in WordPress, and shopping are in the works for the platform as well. So there's a lot to like for the future of it. But with this free account right now, which I'm going to be using in this tutorial, you're going to get free hosting, a free link to your own custom domain, and that's going to be for one domain name, free SSL for security, free CDN infrastructure. You can create unlimited multi-page websites, unlimited landing pages, which I also do have a tutorial on my channel. And then you can also do unlimited external pop-ups to embed anywhere on the web, and access to tons of free blocks and layouts that you can use for building the website that you're going to make in this tutorial and many others. And it's very easy to do with these layouts and blocks. So with that quick Brizy Cloud intro out of the way, let's dive into creating our free account. So what you're going to do is go up to where it says Start for Free, and then we're going to just click on where it says Brizy Cloud right there. So within this area right here, I'd recommend that you start by creating a free account right here and signing up. And the reason I recommend this is because once you're signed in, you're going to be able to see which blocks and layouts are marked as pro and which ones are free to use. So without being logged in, you can't see the difference between the two. And I think it just makes it easier if you sign up for an account. So I already actually have an account myself, so I'm just going to go and click sign in and log in right here. And I'll just put in my email address and password real quick. Alright, and now I am logged in. So once we're back in this area within Brizy Cloud, we can click on the plus icon here to get started with our project. So it says create a new project, and I'm going to choose website or landing page and then just click create. So from here we have the option to edit our project name. So I'm just going to call this one website demo right here. And then from here I'm going to go and click on where it says edit project. So now we're going to be brought to the area where we actually can start using the Brizy page builder and start creating our website with the Brizy builder here. So to get started, we can actually hit this plus icon here, and then we're going to be brought to this area where they have different blocks, layouts, save blocks, and global blocks. Over here you can also use different block kits. So right here we're on block kit 2 by default. If we went over to block kit 1, we'd see all different designs right in here that we can use. This is the original set of designs I believe that they came out with when they had Brizy. I actually created a website for a client using this a while back, and I used these preset designs to make most of the site when I created it. So if we go here to kit number 2, you can see this is the newer one that they updated and put out as well. And there's ones that say Pro like this right here, and that's only available in the Pro version. But anyone that doesn't say Pro in the upper right corner is going to be free to use within your website design. So there's a lot of options for us that are free here. Now over here on the left, they also have light and dark style. If you just click on dark, you can see the difference. You can actually change the color, and I'll go through this as we're actually making our website real quick here. But I wanted to show you that if you just want to go light and dark and just have something that fits across the board, you can do that really easy by changing the style here on the left side. So I'm going to go with a light one within this tutorial, but I wanted to show you that. And over here we have different options as well within the category. So if you're looking for a certain thing, let's just say you're looking for like a hero image or something like that, this one might work for you, and then you can find one that looks good and use that as the option. So we also have things like features, contact, gallery, and a lot more in terms of things that we can add to our site. So in this example, I'm actually going to be going over the basics of how to set up a 4-page website with Brizy, and that's going to include the home page, an about page, a services page where I'm going to go into pricing, things like that, and then also a contact page. So as I'm setting those up, I'm going to go over how to do some basic edits within Brizy, but in the end, you're really going to create the website that you want and you need for your desired outcome here. So I'm just going over the basics in here and how to set it up and launch it for free. So to get started here, let's just go and add some different blocks. So I'm going to go to Hero, and I'm just going to click this one here and add this one. And from here we can make some changes within this. I'm actually going to just make some basic changes. So if I were to go up here and click on this and then click over here where it says background when you hover over it, you can go and get rid of this background and add in your own image if you want. So I'm going to add in one that I got offline. It's a free to use image. And then once we have this in place, you can actually adjust it as needed depending on your picture. So I'm going to go and I'm going to put it like this right here. And then once I'm happy with it, I can just go and click update. Now you can also do things like edit text. So right here we have white text. It's kind of hard to see. If I were to click on that, I can just go right here and I can add one of the default text right here, like a darker one, or I can add a custom one from this color picker area right here and put in whatever I want. I'm just going to use the black text for this example, and I'll just add this in for all three of those ones. And again, I'll just click update to make it go into effect. Now you can also change things like adding a button link here to go to a different area on the site. I'm going to get into adding some more blocks here now and then just show you how to link it all together. So here we'll go and add text on the left side, and let's just go add this random one in here. Again, if you need to, you can just go click right in here and edit the text right on the spot. You can change the color again if needed, and you can also go and change this image as well. This is how you would link something right here. This would change it so it's aligned center, left, or right. There's some really easy ways to manipulate your site within here. It's so easy to use. So I'm just going to go and add another block. And from here, I'm going to go over to CTA, which is call to action. And I'll just add this one right in here. And then I'm going to go and add another one down at the bottom. I'll add a text block, and let's just grab this one right here. So now we have different blocks added to this page. If you're happy with it, you can just go and click update. And then we can actually go and preview it right over here. If we click on that, you can see what it looks like when the page opens. And this is what it would look like on the website. So you get to preview it before you actually put it out there live for the world to see. Now what we can also do is view how it would look on different devices. Over here you can see what it would look like on a tablet and on a mobile device as well. And if you can scroll up and down, you can see what it's going to look like. And you can make changes as needed depending on the device for this responsive design. So I'm going to go over here and then just go and click on this screw icon right there. And I'm going to go and click add new page. So when we add a new page, by default, it's going to say new page 2. I'm going to go into where it says settings, and I'm going to change the page name. So I'm going to make that one say about, and I'm going to make the permalink be about. So if our website is tomsites.com, it would be tomsites.com/about when you have this. Here's where you'd want to add a description for SEO, your metadata. I'm going to skip that right now and just hit save. And then I'm going to go and click edit page for about, and you can start editing and adding parts to the about page here. So I'm just going to quickly run through this and add different things. So I'll add a header image here at the top, and then I'll go and add some more blocks. I'm going to go and add a team one since it's the about section, and I'll go and add this one right here, and then I'll also go and add a CTA. Maybe I'll do a gallery actually something like that. Really, it's totally up to you what you want to add here. And then I'll go add CTA, just do this right here, and I'll just click update. Really, you can add whatever you want. You can change it as needed. Again, I'm going to just go over and make another page, and over here I'll add a new page. And here I'll just make a services page. So in the settings, I'm going to call this one services. And the permalink, I'm also going to make services. And I'll save it. And then I'll go right here and click edit page, just like we did with the about page. And here I'll add in another hero section. I'm just going to grab a random one like this. And I'll go down, add in another section. Let's go with pricing. Since this is a services page, I'll add this one in here. It's so nice that we can add these nice looking blocks right off the bat. And then I'll go down to testimonials because that would probably go well with the services page. Let's just add this one in. And you can edit these as needed. Again, if you wanted to click on this, you can see what you can edit. Click on this, you can edit different parts of it as needed. And let's say we wanted to add something else. You can go over here and add different elements to this as well. So there's so many different options that you can do with making this your own website. For now, I'm just going to go and click update, and I'm going to move on to the last page here. And this next one is going to be the contact page. So I'm just going to edit the settings here. Again, I'll just put in contact and for the permanent link contact as well. And I'll save it. And then I'll quickly go and edit the page and add a contact form in there. So let's just go and add some contact form right here. And I'll just put this one in. Maybe I'll even add something else like a CTA or something like that. And let's say you wanted to reorder them and have the CTA above the contact form. You can go right over here and click reorder blocks, and then you can just drag it and change the order right there on the screen. So that's an awesome feature to have. And I'm just going to go and put some text at the bottom again to make it look kind of like a footer in this case. So that's how you would do that. And then again, I'm just going to update it and save it. If you want to see what it looks like, you can preview it here again and get a good idea of what your page actually looks like. It's very basic at this point, but it does have a contact form and a CTA. You can edit the colors as needed very easily to make it your own here. So the important thing here I wanted to show you is if we go over to settings again, and then we go over to where it says menus, we're going to need to create a new menu. And I'm just going to make this one say main menu. And then I'm going to just click on each of these, and then I'm going to click add to menu. And now you can see that we have our menu, and it has our home, and it shows right here, that's the home page, about, services, and contact, just like we created them. I'm going to just click save changes right here. And from here, if we go over to where it says settings, here's where you can add your site title and site description and a fab icon if you have one. And this is going to be better for SEO when you add these in, and it's going to help your readers to know what your site is about. So again, if you want to just add some things in here related to your site and just hit save changes when you're done. And then I'm going to X out of this, and I'm going to go back down here. So to change this, we can actually go and start editing it on the page. So let's go to our home page here, and pre-made headers are only going to be available within the actual Pro plan. So if I were to go down here and add a new block, and if you wanted to look at header, you can see that all of these are in the Pro only. So what we can do here to make our own is if we just go back to all categories, we can click add a blank block. And from here, I'm going to go and reorder the blocks. I'm going to reorder this and put this blank one up at the top. So now we have this block up here. And I'm just going to hit the plus icon, and I'm going to add the menu to this. So I'm going to drag it and drop the menu right in there. And you can see that it says home, about, service, and contact, the pages that we just created. So if we wanted to edit this, we can just click on it right in here, and then we can click on the text. Let's just say we wanted to make the text larger. I'll just make it 22 or something like that. Maybe 20 is fine. And I'll change the font. And if you want to change line height, things like that, you can. You can also go and change how it is lined up. So if you want it to be on the right side, you could do that. And then you could also add a separate logo over here. In this case, I'm going to go with no logo and just have this right here on the top of the website. Again, you could change the background right here if you wanted to within the actual background colors and things like that. You can change all of that within here. I'm going to leave it as is just so we have this simple menu in place. And then I'm going to go and click update. And I almost forgot, another thing that we need to do is make it global. So if we go up here and we click on this in the section that we're in, go right here and then make it global. You can see now it has this little globe icon right there. I'm going to go and update it from here. So what that allows us to do is we're going to be able to basically just add this in quickly on the other pages of our site. So I'm going to go down here, edit this, go to the About page, click Edit Page. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this page. So I'm going to go down here. I'll just add a new block, and I'll go to where it says Global Blocks. And here I'll just add our menu right there, reorder it, and I'm going to drag it up and put it at the top. So now we can see that we have the home, about, services, contacts centered in the middle for our menu right here. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to do the same for the other one, services, edit page. And once this loads, I'm going to scroll down here and go add new block, global blocks, and then add the menu. And again, reorder over here on the left and drag it up to the top. Just click update to make it go into effect. Again, there it is. And then we go to settings, we go to contact, edit page, and this is the last one of the group. And what we're going to do again is just add a new block, global blocks, and our block that we saved there, and we can reorder it and just drag it right up to the top and update it. So if we were to go up here, we can see it is up there as well. So from right here, we can go back down over here and we go to dashboard. And here we see our website. So if we wanted to, we can go and click on this to open it and give it a preview of what it will look like right now. And we can see that now we have this menu on top, home. If we go to about, it will go to the about page of our site right here, services, and then the other one would be contact over here. So it doesn't look perfect with this menu in it, but you can just play around with it and update it. I really just wanted to show you how you can create one on your own, since all the other ones are included in the Pro version. So what we can actually do is connect it to a domain name that we have, or we can do it for free on a subdomain name. So if I were to go and click on this right here, it's going to show how to publish your page. Do you want it on a custom domain, a subdomain, and then there's server sync and export to HTML. I'm going to show you that this one right here is completely free to do, but it's going to be on a domain that's brizy.site. So let's just say you had tomswebsites.com.brizy.site or something like that. It's going to be a longer subdomain name. Here is how you would add it to a custom domain name. So if I have tomswebsites.com and I want to add this site right to there, this is the option that I would choose. Now, if you're going to purchase a domain name, it's around $10. I get a lot of mine through Namecheap, and I'm going to show you how to actually connect it to a domain name within Namecheap now. So let's go and click choose for custom domain, and I'm just going to put in www.tomswebsites.com and just click submit. And right here, it's going to tell me that the data is not loading properly. Now, this number is matching up with the current data that it needs to be, because I actually made a tutorial on how to set up a landing page with Brizy before. But here we're going to need to change this information so it matches up properly. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go over to Namecheap where I have this domain name registered, and I'm going to log in real quick here. And if I navigate over to the dashboard and go to my domain list right here, it's going to load up the domains that I have within my account right now. So I only have a few in here, but if I went over to tomswebsites.com and clicked on manage, it's going to take us to the right area where we're going to need to make changes. So over here, advanced DNS is the tab we want. So let's just click on that. And now we're going to be brought to this area where you're going to see information that looks very similar. So it says type CNAME record and A record. If we look over here, record, CNAME, and A. And then right here it says host, www, and this one says @ This says host, www, and @ So you can see the information matching up. Now what we need to do is grab this required data and just copy it right here. And it says the current data says Tom's landing page.brizy.site. So what I'm going to need to do is go back over here, click on this, and then paste in the one that we need to put in. So it says required data is this. I'm going to paste that in right here, and then I'll go over and just click Save Changes. So this one is already set up. You want to change that as well to the number that shows here for you, and then it will go into effect after you hit that check mark on Namecheap. So if I were to go back over here, it says it can complete in 48 hours. It's usually much faster. If I went to go and refresh it, we'd want both of these to show up as green. So let's just go and refresh. And now we can see that it says the current data is syncing to it. So if we went to tomswebsites.com, let's just go and open it in a new link right here, and let's see if it shows up. And there it is. tomswebsite.com shows our page that we just created. So that's the home page. If we go over to about, we're going to see it says tomswebsites.com/about, and it has it in effect right here. We have services over here, and it should be /services that we set up in the perm links, and there it is. And then we have over here contact as well, and that's tomswebsites.com/contact, just as we set it up in the permalinks. So I hope this quick tutorial was helpful in showing you how to make a website for free. It's a lot easier than it used to be, and you can customize it and make it your own and use these blocks to make the process just that much easier with the Brizy Builder. So I really hope this was helpful. If it was, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more tutorials. Thanks for viewing, and have a wonderful day.